right, so it's week 3, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a spider. A spider is popular all around, year round. It is. Once in a while you get those boys that want those critter designs, and a spider comes up once in a while. So I'm going to teach you how to make a spider. This one's going to be a faster version that I normally make. So this one is actually similar to the bat. So it's quick, fast. So the benefit about having it quick and fast, you can do other additives, which I may be showing you later. So let's get your balloons ready and let's start making it. All right, so to make the spider, we're gonna need the following. We're gonna need two 260 balloons, one 660, and a 5-inch round. So to make the body, usually I use black, but this time I'm gonna try chrome purple, so you can see it better off the camera because I'm wearing black. But I'm going to use the black legs so you can actually see the contrast between the spider body and the legs as well. The 260 white is optional, but I use this for fangs and for it to hang. You'll see what I'm talking about at the end. And last but not least, the 5-inch round, I'm using yellow for the eyes. So let's start off with the body. So I'm going to use this 260 chrome purple. Let me blow it up. You don't need all of it. This is like a 8-inch, 10-inch tail, but that's all you're gonna need. So tie it up. Okay. And there's many options to make a muzzle or front face. I'm gonna do about a 1/4 inch bubble. A small bubble. It's gonna be the bottom jaw of the balloon. The next two are going to be 2 pinch twists, and they're going to be the same size. So whatever size you want, you make them exactly the same size because it's going to be the cheeks of the spider. So I'm going to do about a 1-inch bubble, pinch twist that, do another 1-inch bubble, pinch twist that. So you want to make it kind of close. So here's the 2 pinch twists, and then that one small little bubble there. And what I'm going to do with the small little bubbles, I'm going to wrap it around the 2 pinch twists. So I'm just going to grab the nozzle part and just wrap it through. And you have these cheeks. And these are cute cheeks. You can make them for many things. Buster has his ladybug out of this. You could also do it as a kitty cat. There's other cool, creative, other designs you could do it as well. And I may show it to you in the future what I would do with this muzzle format. But continuing on, so we're going to make the body of the spider. So I'm going to do a 4-finger bubble right after. I'm going to do a 1-inch bubble and pinch twist that 1-inch bubble. 1-inch bubble, pinch twist that. And I'm going to do a loose 4-finger bubble, a little bit more than 4 fingers, because what I want is the belly to be more protruding to make it fat. So I'm going to do, instead of 4 fingers, I'm going to do about like a loose 4-finger. So this is 4 fingers, but I'm going to just loosen my hands and I'm going to twist it right over there. Because what I want to do is that this be about a little bit bigger. So it's about 5 inches, 4-finger, 5-finger, whatever. And then we're going to lock it in. And this is all you're going to need for the body. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tear at the very end where I can tear, and usually where the balloon is blown up. So I'm going to tear it. You can use your scissors if you want right here, but I'm going to tear it right here with my tearing technique with my thumb. Just push forward and tears. And actually the chrome are actually easier to tear. So if you're practicing, but it's expensive, these cost more, but still, they are actually easier. And then before I tear this extra slack, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cinch it. I'm going to grab the rest of it, cinch it, and go across and lock it in on the back side. Just wrap it around and just hide it in between the 2 bubbles. So basically you can see this. This is the front of the muzzle, and this is the back. And this is the top, and this is the bottom. So like I said, the bottom I wanted it to be a little bit fatter, so it has that more of a D look. If I go this way, it's a D, but yeah. Now we're gonna do the legs. So grab your 160 black, and I'm gonna blow it up fully, but I'm gonna soften it. So here's my 160 fully inflated, but I'm also going to burp it so it's nice and soft. The reason why I'm going to make it soft is I'm going to tear it in 3 parts, 3 sections. So it is soft. So you can see it's really soft. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually measure the 3. So these are the legs. So I'm going to measure it by making an S of the 160 balloon. So it's just give or take. It's just a gauge. So I make it as exact. So the letter S or Z, whatever you're looking at on camera. And then so that point right here, I know it's this point. So I could pinch it here. So I kind of get a gauge where I'm going to tear. So I'm going to just tear this right here. And if you don't know how to tear a balloon, unfortunately, you're going to have to cut half and half and make the decision. But I will actually make a video on how to tear a balloon. And so you would have to practice, of course, to do this. I'll put links down below, or if I could put it on the show notes, I will later. But as of now, I don't have a video, but I'll make a video for you guys in the future, hopefully within the next couple weeks or so. And so this is the hardest part if you don't know how to tear a balloon. So basically, in a nutshell, to tear a balloon is, so since I already teared it once, I'm just going to use my thumb and push forward. And I'm going to push it all the way through, just commit all the way through. But I'm not squeezing the balloon till it goes to the very deflation point. You want it to still be inflated, because when you tear it, you're going to catch the other hand and it won't pop. It just somehow just deflate. And you'll catch it. You'll naturally catch it. Well, this one will catch it while you're tearing it. So you just follow and commit, follow through. Don't try and yank it, just follow through. And it's like just tearing paper. Yeah, so it's just pushing forward. That's how much I did. I didn't even push that hard, stress. And then what I'm doing is I'm actually just holding this one still. And this one I'm trying to tie it. That's the hardest part. Like I said, you gotta hold both of them, unless you have a clip to hold on to it. And do that. So that's that. And then I'm going to tear this. I'm just burping it a lot so it's nice and soft. And then I'm tying it. And the benefit about tying it and doing that is that it's softening, because you're going to do a lot of shock twists. Okay, so here we have 3 of these. One is bigger than the other. That's okay. All you gotta do is make sure that this one will be the biggest one. If the 2 are the same, I'll put one in the front, one in the back. This one will be in the middle. It's just so it has a balance. But if there's 2 big ones and 1 small one, I'll put the small one in the back. No one will be the wiser. So here's one of them. I'm gonna fold it in half and make a bubble right in the middle. Grab your purple body, or the body. And I'm going to wrap it on the back end and just twist it once. You can twist it as many times, but I only twist it once. And then we're going to do shock twists. But I'm going to do an S, I guess it called an S shock twist, because I'm making the letter S and I'm just squeezing where the corner is. The corner right here and the corner here, I'm just squeezing it right there. So I'm just going to do that and squeeze it. And what it'll do is it'll actually do its bending. It will shock itself. I mean, it'll contour the way you want it to be. So I'm going to do that with the other side. Just pinch and squeeze. And I'm not pinching hard. You're just pinching a light, not really that light, but you're pushing pressure on it to force the balloon to do it. Because if you push too hard, it'll pop, of course. So here's a second balloon. And this is the bigger one. So I'm going to fold it in half as well. I'm going to slide it in the middle. And remember when I had the 260 and I pulled it and cinched it? What that did was it forced it to be nice and snug. So when you slide this in, it's going to be nice and snug. So you just got to slide it in until it locks itself in place. And that bubble, when I twisted it, that's where you know where the middle is. And now I'm going to do an S on this one. So it has that. Another S on this one. Like that. And the last one, fold it in half, put it in the front. Now we're going to put it in the front of the muzzles, the 2 muzzles, and then the small mouth right there. Slide it in. You can cross it over. I would recommend that. And then you do your S here. This one's really fat, so I go really light. I don't have to go too hard on it. This one's okay too. And because the legs don't have to be perfect because they're legs, they all do its own thing. So that's part of your spider. And most people say, hey, how come it's not 8 legs? It's 6 legs. Kids do notice it once in a while, but just say that one lost, lost the battle or whatever. The reason why I don't do 8 legs is just too much. It gets too much clutter, especially when you make a small design. But when you make a big design, yes, I'll put 8 legs. But this one, 6 legs will do. So now we're gonna do a yellow 5-inch round, and I'm gonna blow it up just like all my other eyes. The size of a golf ball, maybe. About the size of a golf ball right there. Tie it off. And we're going to split it in half. Just squeeze it and just twist it so you get it right, like that. And we're going to make the eyes. We're going to slide it. I usually, I think I explained it on I think for the bat, where I go under the chin, up, and then lock it in. This is the fastest way. So, but usually I would actually do the legs second, but we did the legs already. So I'm going to slide this underneath between the legs and that. Just roll it up. Just roll it up. And then all I do is twist it once with the eyes. Just twist it once with the eyes right there. And then how I make my muzzle. Okay. So that you could end here, but you could also add fangs. And to add fangs, you just get a 260 or 160. I'm using a 260, so you just got to blow up a little balloon. You don't need that much, but I do it anyways. Use my scissors, cut this nice and tight, because you don't need the extra slack, so I cut it nice and tight. And then I'm squeezing the balloon, and I'm going to make a small bubble, like 1/4 of an inch if you can. I just got smaller. And then my eyes got smaller on this one, so I might have to redo this one. But for the fangs, I'm just going to put it underneath. One here, bring it down, make another 1/4 of an inch bubble, tear this one, and then tie it up. Cut this. And you got your spider with fangs, if you want fangs. It's just optional. And then to do the eyes, I simplify it like normal. I just make round eyes, round oval eyes. So, round oval eyes, 1. Round oval eye number 2. If you want it to be a girl spider, you just do the 3 eyelashes, like from the, I think I showed that from my ghost video. This setting, I just do a big circle there, and then I just do 2 dots here, replicate it on the other eye. If you want to do a little bit more, I just do that little slight line on the opposite end of the eye, if you want. And then if you want it to dangle, grab the leftover of your white and just wrap it around the eye part area real quick, and you could just dangle it. And the kids like that. They like doing that. And that's your spider. Alright guys, that's it for this spider. I hope you liked it. Just to let you know that muzzle on the bottom, that's the reason why the fangs can separate itself. That was another key tip why I put kept the muzzle on the bottom. Because if you do the fang part, they actually separate itself. But if you don't put the muzzle, you're gonna have to play with it and fickle with it, because it will just go straight like this, versus with the thing in the middle, it just pushes it out. So just to let you know. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what kind of designs you want me to make, especially for Halloween. This is Halloween time, so I might make a few quick designs in between these things when I have time. But I'll do it. I'll try and figure out, put another extra video for you guys. So if you're watching this, you'll know. So yeah, other than that, here's a spider. Other added features you can do is have it dangling on your head by using the fishing line, some sort of fishing line thing. So yeah, if you want me to show you how to make a fishing line like this, let me know, and I'll make it a quick version on the side and just link it. So basically what it is just you're linking it, you're doing the quick fishing line. So it's basic quick head, go up, wrap it around, and then you would dangle it here and just put it in here. So there's basically a fishing line version. But the coolest thing about this one, it'll be like a spider just bouncing around on the kid's head or the parent's head, whatever they like. And that's pretty cool. That's one version. Another one is nowadays what I do, it's more modernized, I guess, where I would just do a headband, use a headband, do a 6-petal flower, similar to the ghost video where I did a 6-petal flower and then did a tombstone. Or no, I did a 6-petal flower and put the ghost on the flower. Same thing, I would do that. I would do the 6-petal flower, put the ghost on. I would use a scrap, something like this, just slide it in between here. I'll show you real quick. So basically I would put a scrap here like that, so it's dangling. You see that scrap right there, this one right here, and then this one right here, and I'll cinch it in a 6-petal flower, right? With Video Magic, this 6-petal flower, I'm using white as a web, I guess, and then because of the extra attachments, I'm gonna lock it in right here. You can use the white if you want to, the white scrap here, but I prefer the body of the animal or the creature or whatever you want to put on top because it kind of hides a little bit of the scrap. Because if you put the white up here, they'll see something, but you can see it's a spider web, whatever. So I'm gonna grab both of these and just lock it in. And he's cruising. And usually when I do headbands designs, I always never put it on the top. I always put it kind of in an angle. Only the time I put it on the top is if they want a unicorn horn. It's very rare I put it on the top. So I have it in an angle. So it's just cruising on top. Next week is the pumpkin, the last one. And yeah, the pumpkin is the one I make the most of. Like I said earlier, I think in my previous video. The pumpkin I do quite often because it lights up, number one. Number two, it can go on the head, it can go on the wrist. And also you smash the like button if you like what you saw, and if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because the notification bell will let you know when my video drops, because I don't have an exact time and date that I drop it because I jump around and it's what the thing is, lazy. It's called lazy. That's what it is. I'm sorry. But I'm still trying to get a routine going. And other than that, I'll see you guys next week.